Ladies and gentlemen, in tonight's video, I want this to be raw and I want this to be real. So this is going to be kind of just me ranting about something that's on my mind. And full transparency, this is my second time recording this because my storage ran out. And that's because I'm so careless with storage. I just make videos on CapCut and I use captions apps and I just let it build up until there's 30 gigs of storage actually. I have to check it now. I'm just absolutely horrified. I just deleted so many things, but I still feel like my storage is absolutely screwed. I literally already want to check again. I'm so scared. Okay, this is actually going to be a problem because I'm just going to keep checking. I mean, guys, we're 30 seconds in, and I've already checked 3 times. Anyway, this is going to be a raw and real video because I will just give you the summed up version of what is on my mind. I was having a midday, just kind of like, no real reason it was bad. It wasn't really a bad day. There wasn't anything that made it a bad day, but just spirits weren't really high. And then towards the end of the night, which is like now, I decided to open TikTok, which I do not say proudly. I'm not a big fan of apps where you can scroll endlessly. Now, again, I cope by YouTube is my poison here, so anytime I would be on content for a long time, it would usually be something like YouTube or Twitter. At least I can argue it's like maybe helping me more than TikTok would be. But anyway, I open it and they know what I want, but it's kind of good. It's bad, but it's good. And what TikTok chose to give me, which they do often because they know I like it, is travel content. And I don't see it as a problem anymore. And I think I'm not going to scroll for hours a day, but I will probably once a day look at a video of this type of thing because this is what lifts my spirits entirely. And it is travel videos. And I literally have to check. Okay, I'm going to stop. I swear I'm going to stop checking. Maybe. But it was travel videos. And it was, whatever the romanticized stereotype is of, a bunch of friends on a beach running at sunset, enjoying themselves, but like good songs, right? And it's just switching shots, and they're like 4K shots, and they're cinematic, and they're, in mountaintops, and fields, and valleys, in grass, on the beach, in sand, in the water, with the sunrise, with the sunset, on the road, whatever it is. And it literally uplifted my entire night, right? Because there's only so many things you can do physically, right? I feel like, I didn't really work out, but I got steps throughout the day. I did some calisthenics, some other stuff. I think I ate well, but it was still just like, why am I having a midday? And this just entirely lifted my spirits. There's only so much I think you can do physically. There's a real thing in you, a human being that wants things and that wants to explore and be curious and all these things. So I think that comes out when I watch these travel videos, because we all have this innate want to be curious, to travel, to explore, to see the world, and also to be in nature, right? Because I mean, let's be real, we're not meant to be in like a box 24/7. I think that is a huge problem, especially with myself. I will openly say my time in nature is so sad, like extremely sad. Like my ratio to in nature versus not in nature is so sad. It is so sad. Like, it's crazy, right? Like, I'm in my house all the time, and there's probably excuses that I'm making right now, but I'm like, I guess there's some nature around me, but I want to be in, I want to be traveling in nature. So I guess that's like cope, because it's like, okay, go outside and hug a tree, like right now, you know what I mean? Not really, unless, I'm sure no one was thinking that, but you get my point. Like, I could still be in nature now, but it's also winter, so I have a list of excuses, guys, but I think we all have this, right? We all have this innate. I'm gonna check again. Okay, I think we're in the this innate want to travel and do these things, and this is why I think like the way most people live their lives right now is not something that people actually want. And I want to challenge you, ask yourself, if you didn't have to do the things that you do, would you still do them? And I use the word have to because a lot of people don't realize that they think they have to do things. You wouldn't do a lot of the things that you do if you didn't feel forced to. Let's start off with the first thing that everybody's forced into. Everyone, school. No one said send me, right? That was forced upon. And even if it was good at the start, maybe high school, maybe something changed, you didn't really want to go, things started changing. So from the very beginning, you're forced into things, right? And that kind of continues throughout your life, but it becomes this game of like, okay, you're no longer forced into anything, but you justify the forcing, where it's like no one's actually making you get a job, but it's like, okay, well, I need money, I need this, and then you get into a job and you almost justify to yourself like, I like this, or maybe you don't justify it, but you say like, I have to do this, and you kind of do in a sense, right, because you have to pay to live. But most people don't live their lives based off of things they want to do. So I think having this human spirit want of like, let's travel, let's, enjoy nature, that is so built in us. It is so normal that I encourage everyone to lean into that, to feel into that reality, because it literally uplifts, like I'm telling you. I don't know what I believe in, but that uplifts my soul to imagine doing those things, and I feel closer to it than I ever have been. And I have lived a good life so far. I'm not going to discredit any part of my life at all. But I will say it has lacked travel. It has lacked a lot of travel. And again, now I'm at a point in my life where I'm 20, so it's like it's kind of on me, right? It's not like all the parents didn't take me. It's like, okay, why don't you take some initiative and do some traveling yourself? So that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, it's on me now, and I have to do that, right? I have to find a way. I'm going to check again. Okay, we're still good. I deleted so much stuff, but I'm just so scared. Because I literally think I spoke for like 30 minutes and then realized that 7 minutes in it stopped. But yeah, I just wanted this to be a rant video because I'm just like, one, what does that tell you about us, right? Because I don't think it's a me thing. I don't think I'm the only one who wants to go somewhere with people that you love and explore the world and enjoy it and be in nature. It can't be. It cannot be the case, because we want to be in nature. We want to be with friends, family we love. We want curiosity. We want novelty. I think maybe some people, I've heard some people claim they don't like change, but I can't imagine that means in this context. But we want these things, right? So I make this rant video not just to say that I hope it resonates with you, but also because, what was my other reason? Because I want to publicly, document, I guess, would be the word. One of my goals for this year was to do something new with this channel, to, change something, and I think I almost counted, changing the camera angle as, oh, I already did that New Year's goal, but what I really meant is something big, you're gonna see me on a mountaintop or doing something that, trust me, even if it seems like just a cool video idea, I don't usually go on mountaintops, so when you see a video like that, that's an achievement for me, because I don't do much traveling. So if I was on the road or doing whatever in nature, making a video, I did something. So that I'm publicly making this because this was one of my 2024 goals, was to be I need to go somewhere and film a video. I want this ASMR channel. I want you to see my growth. And not only do I want you to see my growth, I want to grow with you guys. I want to see the same people in the comments that I see now in the future, and I want to be talking to them just like I'm talking to you guys right now. I want you guys to be able to enjoy videos in nature as well, right? Like, I'm not, like, again, it's a bit selfish, I guess, but I do think there's a gain on your end. I think I'd much rather watch an ASMR where someone's on a mountain at sunset and they're tapping on things and whispering, because that's good scenery for me to look at. Not, again, not to discredit my room, I like the way it looks, but I would much rather watch somebody in nature. So I'm actively trying to create a channel that I would want to watch, but also something that I so inherently want that it'll come true. Because if people want to see it and I want it more than anything, it will happen. Because when those two meet, it'll just happen. Because the viewers want it, I want it. I don't really see how it could happen any other way, right? That's a perfect formula for something happening. If people are asking and you want to do it, there's no resistance on your end. There's no resistance on the viewer's end. But yeah, I just wanted to make this and also check to see if my storage is full. Wow, you'd think I'd cut this stuff out, but we keep it. I like to keep it raw. I like to keep it real on this channel. So anything stupid that I do, I just keep that in. It's definitely not an excuse for me to not edit out the 10 times that I looked at my storage. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that, first off, that there's only so much you can do in terms of, like I said, I felt like I was doing good physically and all this, but my mental, I a lot of the times don't give credit to my mental state. I just think, oh, I worked out, I ate good food, I did this, why don't I feel amazing? And it's like there's a little more to it than that. There's something in you that craves more than being in a box, that craves more than wanting what everybody wants of you, fitting into their opinion, doing what they want you to do, not following your mission at all. These things have a big effect, and just because I ate a good meal and I hit a workout doesn't mean I can suppress all of these things about my life. It helps for sure, but that's something I just wanted to point out, because I feel like I think that a lot, where I'm like, I'm doing the right things, and it's like, okay, well, did you give anything to your mental? Like, what are you doing with your life in general? Are you happy with it? Like, that stuff matters too. So anyway, to recap, open the phone, see some videos of people. Of course it's romanticized. I'm sure there's ups, there's downs and all this when you're traveling, but that is what prompted this. It's just, I've never felt better. I've never felt more wholesome in my entire life, and this isn't the first time it's happened, than when I am watching videos like that, because then it prompts good songs, for one thing, right? Like wholesome songs. It's no longer rap. It's no longer Drake. It's no longer anything. I don't know, I went right to Drake, but I listen to a lot of Drake as of late. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just wholesome songs. It's good conversations, and it prompts this new vibe where, like, I'll have conversations with my brother where it's just a whole new vibe, right? Like, we have good conversations in general anyway, but when we get into this mindset of, like, we're gonna go on the road someday soon, or we're gonna travel, we tap into this, like, pure, like, I think for me, it's like, it's this it's this pure gratitude and, again, yeah, excitement, novelty, curiosity. Like, I can't describe it, but I think if you know, right? When you get into this mode of, like, okay, eventually I'll do this, and let your mind go there. I'm gonna check storage again. Let your mind go there, right? Because the last thing I'll end on, because like I said, I filmed this twice, and this is kind of where I ended up going last time, and I honestly enjoyed this little rant, is you will, a lot of the times in life, do what is realistic. And I hate that word. I hate realistic, or maybe it's not the word that I hate, it's what people usually think when they say be realistic, because I don't think realistic means different things to everybody, right? Where if you tell me that I want to go on the road, I want to travel, I want to be creative, I want to start a YouTube channel and vlog and like, I want to things. Someone might say, well, that's just unrealistic. And for you, it might be, right? Because for the person saying that, they might have had a 90-10 chance. Maybe they had a greater chance at winning the lottery because they never would have done anything to do that. So, yes, it is unrealistic when you're somebody who would never do any of the work but still crave it. But the scary thing is that other people can tell you that something is unrealistic when it could be your life's mission. So if your life mission is like, okay, well, I have it plotted out in 6 months, I make this much money, then I go on the road, then I travel for this long, then I record, I'll put my all into it, I'll do this, your chances are like 100-0, or like 100-0 in a good, the odds are in your favor. Maybe not 100, but you get my point, right? Where it's like, let's not talk odds, because odds shift depending on the person, depending on the work ethic, depending on how much they want it. So again, I don't think I really have people in my life who try to push realistic things on me. It's really just a battle in my own mind of what I think other people are perceiving, right? But I still think it's relevant, because I do think people actually, there will be moments in your life where people say things like this, that, traveling all the time, or, you want to be a star, like a big YouTuber who records their life on the road and romanticizes their life, or, you want to do this thing or this thing, like fill in the blank, whatever it is for you. It's unrealistic. No. I'll tell you it's unrealistic. Something that is unrealistic is you saying, I want XYZ, and then literally doing nothing. That is unrealistic. That is basically hoping that a lottery ticket falls in your lap and you win it. You don't even scratch it. Someone scratches it for you, you win. Boom. But that's not the case here, right? We are talking about, it's just like there are no odds. There are no, like, it's 50-50, it's 60-40. It's like, no. If you actively work towards something with such passion and drive, your odds just, it's not a 50-50 shot anymore. It becomes like a, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to bring that up too, because when I get into this, the opposition part of my mind is like talking about what's realistic, right? And this isn't realistic for most people, but why operate from a realm of realistic? Why? Right? Like, how does it help you to say, I can never achieve that? Do you want it? Well, yeah. Okay, then why say that? Why would you ever? Because the truth is, everyone struggles in life. There's always hardships. So it's like, do you want to struggle and live the life you don't want, or struggle and live the life you do want, right? Either way, there's struggle. You're not going to find someone, like, people who live lives that they don't enjoy, right? They work jobs they don't like, or they do this or they do that. They still have hardships. It's not like, I'll choose the bad life that comes free of hardships. And because you chose, like, again, not a bad life, but you get my point. Like, because I chose a life that I'm kind of okay with, it comes with no hardships. And then it's like the people with the good life are like, I'll take the good life, but it comes with a lot of hardships. No, they both have hardships. That's what people, I feel like, forget a lot about, is that even when you do the things you don't want to do, you're still going to run into problems. So you may as well do the things that you do want to do, because, you know what I mean? Like, bad and bad, or good and bad. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think I'm going to end this rant, because we're still going. We made it to the end. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the real type of video here, because I think I veered away from it when I did my face reveal. I kind of started to lean heavily into these, like, oh, I'm just going to say what I think, and it went really well. And then I kind of transitioned back into regular type videos, but this one just felt inspired. It felt real. It felt like I had to in the moment. I've also been feeling some resistance. I just got over a sickness, but even as I kind of got back into my health, I just didn't feel like making a video. So when there's moments like this where there's no resistance, do it, turn on the camera, do the thing, start the action. Because I'm telling you, there will be moments where you don't want to do it. So the easiest time is, obviously when you want to do it. So lean into that heavily when you want to. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I think I said that. I'm trying to think of my outro here, what I want to say. But thank you so much for watching, for listening, for liking, subscribing. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this. Did anything resonate? Did anything hit really with you? Or am I just some guy just checking his camera every 5 minutes and rambling about random stuff? So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next